So much like another video I made a couple days ago, I'm going to talk to you about how you can get more views on YouTube, thus more money. Okay, think of it like this. When you make videos on YouTube, essentially the hardest part is just starting off. But once you build up a fan base and eventually turn it into something, and if you have what is known as loyal fans, where people watch whatever you watch, you essentially can make a living off YouTube. But you just gotta, anything is possible. But think about it like this. This is how you gotta do it. And before anybody says, oh, well, your channel's not like this. Well, bear with mine. I just started. And this is what you gotta do. So, increase your statistics, and people will watch. So, here's what I do. Here's what I would do. Number one, don't limit yourself. If, upload anything. As long as the channel doesn't get terminated too, but, bear in mind, the more expandable and outreaching your channel is, the more people will be interested in it. In age groups and topics, and I think the hardest part for me is just deciding what I want to do next and when. So yeah, but anyways, another thing that's really interesting is talk about something that people are interested in, and essentially make sure that a lot of people are interested in that. If you have a lot of people that are interested in a video game, then talk about it. Do something that hasn't been done before, essentially. Which leads us to number 3. Make sure that when you make videos on YouTube, make sure that you're like the first one to do it. So as far as video game news go, read a headline, search it on YouTube. Has anybody done this yet? If not, boom, there you go. I know some people like Review Tech USA. The guy only had 10,000 subscribers when I first found him, and he just talked about reviews and was just an honest man about it. And maybe some biased opinions every now and again, but in a way it still worked. He educated people on certain subjects, and the guy makes a living with 450,000 YouTube subscribers, and what he does is just review video games and products and gives people good advice. So who would have thought, huh? And people say YouTube isn't a real job, but there's people that are proving that wrong. So anyways, 4 is make sure you have long videos, descriptions, tags, thumbnails, or not thumbnails, but titles, descriptions, tags, and everything else, so that way your channel is more likely to get picked, when people word search something. Number 5, make sure that you're using trendy words that are actually very, very, more likely to pop up. You can do a little research, like what topics are trending now, and then type those in and put those in your description or talk about those subjects, and you can get views that way too. Again, going back to what I said with the first 3, make sure that people are watching. If you're doing that, then people will watch it. Makes sense. So number 6, in this case, if I haven't already said that, one of the easiest ways is make sure your thumbnail has bright colors. Not in the sense that people are going to complain about it, but if you can get people's attention, based off the thumbnails, usually the ones that have the bright colors, from what I understand, those are the ones that usually get people's attention. So something that's yellow and red, mostly yellow, that will draw people's attention. It'll be you'll see the good boundary, you'll go back and be like, what's that? And then you see it, and it's oh, you click on it, Think of it like this. As long as people click on your videos, if they're not using ad blocker, then you already get the money, essentially, if it's not what they look forward to. But again, you're still getting paid for doing it if you're trying to think of it from a business perspective. Number 7, another way you could get some views on YouTube is make sure that you are organized in a way. If your fans are looking for something specific, link it to them. Say, hey, some playlists. Make playlists on YouTube. People will find your videos. Essentially, the more work the thing is like this, the easier you make it for people to watch your channel, then they'll want to watch it, because they can find everything they want, and it's just boom, right there. Or maybe it auto loads all by itself. So number 8 would be send your fans what they want. Give your fans what they want. Ask people, interact with your fans, talk to them, say, hey, what are you guys interested in? And they'll tell you, and then you can say, hey, be nice to them, send it to them, and there you go. Another 9, be nice to your fans. If you're nice to your fans, they'll trust you more often. Example is PewDiePie. He said he wanted to give his fans what they wanted. A lot of people thought he was funny. They stuck around. They felt confidence in him. They looked up to him as a hero. So he's got 37 million subscribers. That's pretty big, obviously, but it's because of who he was, and whether you like him or not, it don't matter. People still like him. That's why he makes a living he makes a killing doing what he does on YouTube, and that's why he's around. Because, and better yet, put it this way, he went from being nobody even knew he existed. He wasn't backed by a major company. He wasn't already rich and famous. He was just an average Joe with 37 million subscribers that did his own thing, and there you go. And number 10, I think the biggest thing that you can teach people is show love to people. Again, what does this have to do with views? Think of it like this. If you open your mind and try to get and bring everybody together, essentially like PewDiePie, believe me, your channel will get a lot of views because your channel is organized, people are here, and it should already draw out everything. So, again, if you do this, not to mention, in number 11, just make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, favorite, share this video, and post links and all that so people can find your stuff on Twitter, or post it, where essentially you can share it with people and have them send it to you as well. So that way, it comes full circle. Your channel grows and people are happy with your accomplishments and your inspiration.